Just a quick introduction to what we call the modulus argument form of a complex number. Up to now we've expressed complex numbers in terms of the real component, which is in the x direction, and the imaginary component, which is kind of in the y direction. That's on an argand diagram. So a point like 3 plus 4i would be 3 along horizontally, 4 up vertically, and it would look something like that. Now, obviously, we could draw a line to that point, like I mentioned earlier. And another way of describing where that point is to use what we call modulus argument form. And for those people who studied vectors, in mechanics, for example, it's the same as saying magnitude and direction. Magnitude is the length, and the direction we would tend to give as a bearing in mechanics. Well, in complex numbers, we give it as an angle measured from the real axis. So in your notes on page 6 and 7, you've got this diagram and this explanation. So the modulus is the length of the line that represents the complex number, the length of the line from the origin. Now, when you're finding the argument, we always choose an angle between minus 180 and 180. Or minus pi and pi, and we do tend to give the answer in radians, so we'll do a bit of practice on radians in a second. And we refer to it as the principal argument. It tends to be the one that your calculator gives you. Obviously, you probably know from study of C2 that there's lots and lots of different answers to trig equations, but we tend to give the one that is between minus 180, that's underneath, or plus 180, that's over the top. So the one that we've got here, I imagine would be something like 120 degrees. And 120 degrees is 2/3 of pi, 2 pi over 3. So that's how we would give the argument. So the modulus, the symbol is two vertical lines. We've used that probably in other areas of maths. And then the argument is just abbreviated to arg z, and the z is put in brackets. Usually we do it just using basic trig, so you'd work out this angle here, theta, using just your standard trigonometry SOHCAHTOA, but make sure you set your calculator in radians mode. Okay.